What if the loose coins in your pocket are hiding a fortune? These Sacagawea dollars from 2000 to 2002 might look ordinary, but some carry secrets that can turn $1 into thousands overnight. Rare errors, perfect condition, and hidden details can unlock unbelievable value. Before you spend them, stop and look again, because the coin you ignore today could be the treasure that changes your entire future forever. First up, imagine holding a small golden coin in your hand, but instead of loose change, it could secretly be a hidden treasure worth thousands, or in rare cases, even life-changing money. The 2000 Sacagawea dollar isn't just another coin from the United States. It represents a fascinating moment in history, a bold redesign, and for collectors, a potential jackpot hiding in plain sight. What makes this coin so powerful isn't just its design, but the rare errors and conditions that can turn an ordinary dollar into something extraordinary. The Sacagawea dollar was first introduced in the year 2000 as part of a new attempt by the U.S. Mint to replace the unpopular Susan B. Anthony dollar. This time, they wanted something different, something with beauty, history, and cultural meaning. The coin features Sacagawea, the Native American woman who played a vital role in guiding Lewis and Clark during their expedition. Her calm, yet strong expression, along with the baby on her back, symbolizes courage, survival, and leadership. The D mint mark on the 2000 Sacagawea dollar means it was minted in Denver. Millions of these coins were produced, so, at first glance, it may seem like there's nothing special about them. But, in the world of coin collecting, rarity doesn't always come from low mintage. It often comes from unique errors, pristine condition, or unexpected variations that make a coin stand out from the rest. Now here's where things get interesting. Some 2000 Sacagawea coins are known to have rare minting errors, like off-center strikes, double dies, or planchet issues. These mistakes happen during production, and instead of being destroyed, a few escape into circulation. These rare error coins are what collectors chase, and depending on the severity and uniqueness of the error, their value can skyrocket into thousands of dollars. But errors alone are not everything. Condition plays an even bigger role. A coin graded in MS67 or higher, mint state, can be extremely valuable. These coins have no visible wear, perfect luster, and almost flawless surfaces. A high-grade 2000 Sacagawea dollar, especially with strong strike details and clean fields, can sell for hundreds or even thousands in auctions. There is also something called the Cheerios Sacagawea Dollar, one of the most famous varieties linked to the year 2000 release. While most of these were minted in Philadelphia, the excitement around early releases made collectors closely examine Denver coins as well. These rare varieties have enhanced tail feather details on the eagle design, making them highly desirable among serious collectors. Now, let's talk about the dream scenario, the idea of a coin being worth millions. In reality, a standard 2000 Sacagawea dollar will not reach millions under normal circumstances. However, in the world of rare coins, history has shown that extremely rare combinations, like unique mint errors, perfect condition, and collector demand, can push prices to unbelievable heights. While not common, the possibility is what fuels the excitement. What truly gives this coin power is the knowledge behind it. Most people spend these coins without a second thought, but a trained eye can spot tiny details that others miss. A slight doubling in the lettering, an unusual shine, or even a weight difference can indicate something rare. That's why collectors always say, never rush to spend a coin until you know what you have. Another factor that drives value is demand. Coin collecting is not just a hobby. It's a global market. When collectors compete for rare pieces, prices can rise dramatically. Auctions sometimes become battlegrounds where a single coin attracts attention from multiple bidders, pushing its value far beyond expectations. It's also important to understand grading companies. Professional grading services authenticate coins and assign them a grade. A certified high-grade 2000 Sacagawea dollar can instantly become more valuable because buyers trust its condition and authenticity. Without grading, even a rare coin might not reach its full potential price. One of the most fascinating things about this coin is how easily it can be overlooked. It looks like gold, but it isn't. It's made of a manganese brass alloy. This golden appearance makes it stand out, yet many people still treat it like ordinary change. That's what creates opportunity for collectors who know what to look for. The idea that a single coin can change your financial situation overnight might sound like a dream, but in rare cases, it has happened in the coin world. Hidden treasures have been discovered in pocket change, old jars, and forgotten collections. The 2000 Sacagawea dollar is part of that mystery. It may not always be valuable, but the possibility is always there. If you ever come across this coin, don't ignore it. Take a closer look. Check the details, the shine, the edges, and the mint mark. Compare it with known rare varieties. Even if it turns out to be common, you've lost nothing. But if it's rare, you could be holding something truly special. In the end, the 2000 Sacagawea dollar is more than just currency. It's a symbol of history, a collector's challenge, and a reminder that value is not always obvious. Sometimes the smallest things carry the biggest surprises. And who knows, the next time you check your coins, you might just discover a piece that holds far more than its face value. Second up, picture this, a simple, golden-looking coin sitting quietly in your hand, something most people would ignore or spend without thinking twice. But what if that very coin, yes, a 2000 Sacagawea dollar, could be the key to hidden wealth? Not just a few extra dollars, but a coin that, under the right conditions, could be worth thousands, even sparking dreams of millions. This is where curiosity turns into obsession, and ordinary change becomes a treasure hunt. The 2000 Sacagawea dollar marked the beginning of a new chapter in American coinage. Minted in Philadelphia, this coin wasn't just created for spending, it was designed to tell a story. Sacagawea, the Shoshone woman who guided the Lewis and Clark expedition, became the face of strength, survival, and quiet leadership. The design itself carries emotion, showing her with her child, a symbol of both protection and resilience. At first glance, millions of these coins were produced, which might make you think they are common and not valuable. And in most cases, that's true. But the real magic of coin collecting lies in the exceptions, the rare variations, the unexpected minting errors, and the near-perfect specimens that stand far above the rest. That's where the 2000 Sacagawea dollar starts to reveal its hidden power. One of the most famous and valuable variations linked to this coin is the legendary Cheerios Dollar. These coins were placed in cereal boxes as part of a promotional campaign, and only a limited number featured a unique reverse design with enhanced eagle tail feathers. This tiny design difference changed everything. Today, these rare coins are among the most sought-after Sacagawea dollars in existence. Now, imagine discovering that one small detail on your coin, the sharper, more detailed tail feathers that most people would never notice. That single feature can transform a $1 coin into something worth thousands. In top condition, these rare Cheerios dollars have sold for astonishing prices, proving that the smallest differences can create the biggest rewards. But it's not just about special varieties. Condition plays a massive role in value. A 2000 Sacagawea dollar in average circulated condition might only be worth face value. However, a coin graded at MS 67 or higher, meaning nearly perfect, can command serious attention from collectors. These coins shine with brilliance, showing almost no flaws, and their rarity in such condition drives demand. Then come the minting errors, the unpredictable accidents that turn ordinary coins into collector's gold. Off-center strikes, double dies, or planchet errors can make a 2000 coin incredibly valuable. These mistakes are rare, and because they are unique, collectors are willing to pay a premium to own them. Every error tells a story of something going wrong in the mint, but going very right for the collector. Now, let's talk about the idea everyone dreams of, the $1 million coin. While it's extremely rare for a 2000 Sacagawea dollar to reach such a level, the coin world has shown time and time again that extraordinary pieces can break expectations. A perfect storm of rarity, condition, and demand can push a coin's value far beyond what anyone imagined. The real secret lies in knowledge. Most people overlook these coins because they don't know what to look for. But once you understand the details, the feather patterns, the shine, the strike quality, you start seeing coins differently. What once looked ordinary now becomes a puzzle filled with clues waiting to be discovered. Another powerful factor is the collector market itself. Coins are not just objects, they are pieces of history, and collectors are passionate about owning something unique. When multiple buyers compete for the same rare coin, the price can rise quickly. Auctions become intense, and sometimes a coin surprises everyone by selling far above its expected value. Professional grading adds another layer of importance. When a coin is certified by a trusted grading service, its authenticity and condition are officially recognized. This increases buyer confidence and often boosts the coin's market value. A graded 2000 Sacagawea dollar with a high score becomes far more desirable than an ungraded one. The golden color of the Sacagawea dollar also adds to its appeal. Many people think it's made of gold, but it's actually a special alloy that gives it that rich appearance. This visual impact makes the coin stand out, yet, ironically, it still gets overlooked in everyday transactions. That's where opportunity lives, in the gap between appearance and awareness. Stories of valuable coins being found in pocket change continue to inspire collectors around the world. Someone somewhere discovers a rare piece in an old jar, a drawer, or even loose change from a store. These moments fuel the belief that treasure can be hiding anywhere, and the 2000 Sacagawea dollar is part of that ongoing mystery. So, if you ever come across this coin, don't rush to spend it. Take a closer look, examine every detail, and compare it with known rare varieties. It might be common, but it might not. And that might is what makes coin collecting so exciting. In the end, the 2000 Sacagawea dollar is more than just money. It's a story, a challenge, and a possibility. It reminds us that value isn't always obvious and that sometimes the smallest can carry the biggest surprises. And who knows, the next coin you hold could be the one that changes everything. Third up, imagine this, a simple golden coin from 2001 sitting quietly in your pocket, ignored, overlooked, and underestimated. But what if that exact 2001 Sacagawea dollar you're holding is not just money, but a hidden opportunity, a silent treasure waiting to be discovered? This is the kind of coin that turns curiosity into obsession, because under the right conditions, it can transform from a single dollar into something far more valuable. The 2001 Sacagawea dollar came from the Philadelphia Mint, part of the early years of the Golden Dollar series. After the massive release in 2000, production dropped sharply in 2001 because people simply didn't use these coins much in daily life. That makes 2001 a very interesting year, not extremely rare, but not as overproduced as the first year either. It sits in that perfect middle ground where hidden value can exist. CoinValueChecker.com. At first glance, most of these coins are ordinary. In everyday condition, they are usually worth just $1 or slightly more. Even uncirculated coins often stay in the range of a few dollars only. But here's the truth that most people don't understand. The real value is not in the common coins. The real value lies in rare conditions, errors, and unique features that separate one coin from millions of others. CoinValueChecker.com. Now let's step into the exciting part, the rare errors. The 2001 Sacagawea dollar is famous among collectors for something unusual called the improperly annealed planchet. This happens when the metal blank is treated incorrectly during production, causing a dramatic color change. Instead of the usual golden shine, the coin turns deep brown or chocolate-like. These coins are instantly recognizable and highly collectible. And here's where things get serious. These chocolate error coins can sell for hundreds of dollars, sometimes even crossing the $1,000 mark depending on their condition and visual appeal. That's a huge jump from just $1, and it shows how a small minting issue can create massive value. CoinValueChecker.com +1. Another powerful error is the wrong planchet strike. Imagine a Sacagawea dollar being struck on a smaller coin blank, like a quarter. The result is a strange, compressed design with missing edges and a completely different appearance. These kinds of errors are rare and can command very high prices in the collector market. Off-center strikes also add excitement. When the coin design is not perfectly aligned, it creates a dramatic visual effect. The more off-center the coin is, while still showing the date, the more valuable it becomes. Some of these coins have sold for hundreds or even thousands of dollars depending on how unique they look. CoinValueChecker.com. Now, let's talk about condition, because this is where serious collectors focus. A coin graded at MS67 or MS68 is considered extremely high quality. These coins look almost perfect, with strong shine and no visible damage. Even though the 2001 P is common, finding one in such perfect condition is rare, and rarity always increases value. But here's the reality you need to understand clearly. The idea of $1 million 2001 P Sacagawea coin is mostly hype. In the real market, even the best examples usually sell for hundreds or thousands, not millions. Still, the coin world has a history of surprises, where extremely rare combinations of error and condition can shock everyone. What makes this coin truly powerful is not just its price, it's the possibility. Most people never check their coins carefully. They spend them without thinking. But collectors know that one small detail can change everything. A color difference, a strike issue, or a rare variation can turn an ordinary coin into something special. Another important factor is grading. When a coin is certified by professional grading companies, its value becomes more trusted. Buyers are willing to pay more because they know the coin is authentic and accurately graded. This is why high-grade certified coins often sell for much higher prices than raw coins. There's also something fascinating about how easily these coins are ignored. They look like gold, but they are not made of gold. They are made from a special alloy. Over time, some coins lose their shine or change color, which can confuse people. But sometimes that unusual appearance is exactly what makes the coin valuable. Stories continue to appear where people find valuable coins in everyday places, old collections, drawers, or even loose change. These discoveries keep the dream alive. The 2001 P Sacagawea dollar is part of that story because it carries both common reality and rare potential at the same time. So, if you ever find this coin, don't rush to spend it. Look closely at the color, the details, and the overall condition. Compare it with known error types. Even if it turns out to be normal, you gain knowledge. But if it's rare, you could be holding something far more valuable than you expected. In the end, the 2001 P Sacagawea dollar is not just a coin, it's a mystery and opportunity, and a reminder that value is often hidden in plain sight. It may not always make you a millionaire overnight, but it has the power to surprise you, reward your attention, and maybe, just maybe, change your fortune when you least expect it. Fourth up, imagine pulling a simple golden coin from your pocket and realizing it might not be ordinary at all. The 2001 P Sacagawea dollar is one of those coins that hides its true story behind a calm, familiar appearance. To most people, it's just a dollar. But to someone who understands coins, it can become a symbol of hidden value, rare opportunity, and the thrilling idea that something small can hold something much bigger. The 2001 P Sacagawea dollar was minted in Philadelphia during the early years of the Golden Dollar series. After the massive release in 2000, the excitement slowed down and fewer coins were produced in 2001. That slight drop in production created a quiet difference. It didn't make the coin instantly rare, but it gave it a unique position where collectors began paying closer attention, searching for the best examples among millions. At its core, the coin carries deep meaning. The image of Sacagawea with her child represents strength, guidance, and survival. It's not just a design, it's a story captured in metal. This emotional connection adds another layer of value, especially for collectors who see coins not just as currency, but as historical art pieces. Most 2001 P Sacagawea dollars you'll find are common. In everyday condition, they usually hold only face value. Even in uncirculated condition, many are worth just a few dollars. This is where many people stop looking, but that's also where serious collectors begin. Because the real value never sits on the surface. It hides in the details. One of the most fascinating aspects of this coin is the possibility of mint errors. During production, small mistakes can happen, and those mistakes can turn an ordinary coin into something rare. Off-center strikes, double impressions, or unusual metal surfaces are all signs that a coin may be special. These errors are not planned, which makes them unique and highly desirable. Among collectors, one standout feature seen in some 2001 coins is unusual coloration caused by problems during the heating process of the metal. Instead of the normal golden tone, the coin may appear darker or uneven in color. While some might think it's damage, experienced collectors recognize it as something rare, and rarity is where value begins to rise. Condition is another powerful factor. A coin graded in near-perfect condition, like MS-67 or higher, can stand far above average examples. These coins shine with strong luster, clean surfaces, and sharp details. Finding such a coin is not easy, because even small marks can lower its grade. That's why high-grade coins often attract serious attention. Now comes the big question that sparks excitement, the idea of a coin being worth millions. In reality, most 2001 Sacagawea dollars do not reach such extreme values. But the coin world has always been full of surprises. Rare combinations of error, condition, and demand have pushed certain coins to unbelievable prices. While rare, that possibility is what keeps collectors searching. What truly gives this coin its power is knowledge. Someone who doesn't understand coins might spend it without a second thought, but someone who studies coins sees something completely different. They notice the shine, the edges, the tiny details that others miss. That difference in awareness is what separates a spender from a collector. The collector market itself plays a huge role. Coins are not just objects, they are part of a global passion. When collectors compete to own something rare, prices can rise quickly. A single coin can go from being overlooked to being the center of attention simply because the right people recognize its value. Grading services also influence value. When a coin is officially graded and authenticated, it gains trust in the market. Buyers feel confident paying more because they know exactly what they are getting. A certified 2001 Sacagawea dollar in high condition can be far more valuable than the same coin without grading. Another interesting detail is the coin's golden appearance. Many people assume it contains gold, but it's actually made from a special alloy. This creates a visual richness that makes the coin attractive, yet still misunderstood. Sometimes what people think is ordinary wear or discoloration can actually be something much more important. Stories of valuable coins being discovered in everyday life continue to inspire people. Coins found in jars, drawers, or loose change have sometimes turned out to be rare and valuable. The 2001 Sacagawea dollar fits into this world of possibility. It reminds us that value is not always obvious and that hidden treasures can exist in the most unexpected places. In the end, this coin is more than just money. It represents a mix of history, mystery, and opportunity. It may not always make someone a millionaire overnight, but it carries the excitement of what could be. And sometimes that excitement alone is enough to turn a simple coin into something truly unforgettable. Fifth up, imagine holding a quiet, golden coin from 2002, something most people would ignore, spend, or forget. But what if that 2002 Sacagawea dollar in your hand isn't ordinary at all? What if it carries a hidden story, a rare detail, or a condition so perfect that it transforms a simple dollar into a collector's prize? This is where the ordinary world of coins turns into a thrilling search for value, mystery, and unexpected opportunity. The 2002 Sacagawea dollar came from the Denver Mint during a very unusual time in U.S. coin history. By 2002, the excitement around the golden dollar had faded in everyday use, and production shifted heavily toward collectors rather than circulation. This change matters more than most people realize, because fewer coins entering daily life means fewer chances for wear and fewer chances for people to even notice them. Unlike earlier years, many 2002 Sacagawea dollars were sold directly to collectors in mint sets instead of being widely released into circulation. That means a large number of these coins started their lives in excellent condition. But here's the twist: because they were stored away, truly flawless examples are still rare. Even small imperfections can separate an average coin from a top-grade one. At first glance, most 2002 D coins are worth just a few dollars. In circulated condition, they often remain at face value. This might sound disappointing, but in the coin world, value hides in the exceptions. The difference between a common coin and a valuable one often comes down to tiny details that only a careful eye can see. Mint errors are one of the biggest sources of hidden value. Even in carefully controlled environments, mistakes happen. A slightly off-center strike, a doubled design, or an unusual surface can instantly make a coin stand out. These errors are rare, and because they are unintentional, each one carries a unique identity that collectors love. Another subtle but powerful factor is the coin's surface quality. Some 2002 Sacagawea dollars show stronger luster and sharper detail than others. These coins appear almost alive under light, with a smooth, glowing finish that reflects their untouched condition. When a coin reaches a high grade like MS67 or higher, its value can rise far beyond ordinary levels. Now comes the idea that captures everyone's attention: the possibility of a coin being worth millions. In reality, most 2002 Sacagawea dollars will never reach such extreme values. But the coin market has always been full of surprises. When rarity, condition, and demand combine in a perfect way, even modern coins can achieve shocking prices that no one expected. What makes this coin powerful is not just its potential price, but the knowledge it demands. To most people, it's just a dollar. But to someone who studies coins, it becomes a puzzle. Every detail, the edges, the shine, the tiny marks, can hold a clue. That difference in understanding is what turns an ordinary person into a collector. The collector market itself adds another layer of excitement. Coins are part of a global passion, and rare pieces attract serious attention. When multiple collectors compete for a high-grade or unique coin, prices can rise quickly. A single coin can go from being ignored to becoming the center of intense bidding. Professional grading plays a major role in this process. When a 2002 Sacagawea dollar is certified and given a high grade, it gains credibility. Buyers trust its quality, and that trust translates into higher value. A graded coin often sells for far more than an ungraded one, even if they look similar at first glance. The golden color of the Sacagawea dollar adds to its mystery. Many people assume it contains gold, but it's actually made from a special alloy designed to create that rich appearance. This visual beauty makes the coin attractive, yet it still remains underestimated by those who don't understand its background. There's also something fascinating about how these coins can remain hidden in plain sight. Some were kept in collections, others ended up in circulation, and a few may still be sitting unnoticed in jars or drawers. The idea that a valuable coin could be so close, yet so easily overlooked, is what keeps collectors searching. Stories of unexpected discoveries continue to inspire. People have found valuable coins in the most ordinary places, turning small moments into exciting breakthroughs. The 2002 Sacagawea dollar carries that same sense of possibility. It may not always be valuable, but the chance that it could be is enough to spark curiosity. If you ever come across this coin, don't rush to spend it. Take a moment to observe it closely. Look at its condition, its shine, and any unusual features. Even if it turns out to be common, you gain experience. And if it turns out to be rare, you could be holding something far more valuable than you imagined. In the end, the 2002 Sacagawea dollar is more than just currency. It represents a blend of history, design, and hidden opportunity. It reminds us that value isn't always obvious and that sometimes the smallest can carry the biggest surprises. And maybe, just maybe, the next coin you examine will reveal something extraordinary waiting to be discovered.